the streets, corpses near the buildings, all this light and heat. Time to take a stand, boys, time to make a choice. Time to find our courage, time to be deployed. Make our only stand here, make our roads complete. All we waited for now, past and future meet. Get your weapons ready, kiss loved ones goodbye. Now our time is coming, and it is not the time to cry. Settle wrong from right. In the time of conflict, when the bullets fly, in the space of seconds, a life you cannot buy. Face the facts before you, face the simple truth. We're hopelessly outnumbered, it's tragic but it's true. Make your last formation, take the final road. Now it's time for endings, now it's time to go.
Right, that's what I'm talking about. That's what happens when you finish up the song. You just go like that because that's the way that it goes when I'm fading the song out, just like that. Oh yeah, I should totally put that on the actual album, by the way. These little, audio little tags that I do right at the end when I'm bringing up the show totally would have made the song even better, I think. Hello everybody, what's going on? Hello Recruit, hello Arcades, what's up Fallen? What's up Stolpin? Good to see everybody. I also see Murpison here. And Cavaleris, and what else? And Sademon. Welcome in, Sademon. And yeah, hello everybody. I hope everyone is doing well on this beautiful Friday. It is, what is it, about 70, I'll tell you guys exactly what it is. It is 73 degrees here in New York City. Little cloudy, but other than that, a nice day. It's been a pretty, hey gentlemen, it's been a pretty mild actual summer for the most part. It's not been that bad. Last summer was pretty brutal heat-wise, so really can't complain. It's been pretty comfortable summer-wise. That's good. Oh, cool. Awesome, gentlemen. You'll hang for a minute, and then you'll go to work and realize that soon you're going to be gone, leaving that place and going on for bigger and better things, right? That's the process down the road. Anyway, it's good to see everyone today. I hope that everybody is doing well, and we've got some Final Fantasy VI going on, people. So I'm going to be bringing that to you over the next few hours. Some Final Fantasy VI, and Oh my gosh, recruit. So yes, so we are going to get some Final Fantasy VI going on. We had originally thought that we were going to be getting some D&D in today, but it turned out that we had a couple of people who couldn't make it because of schedule conflicts. It was going to be tough for series. Foom ended up not being able to do it because of other issues. So rather than having to have 3 or 4 of us run for 6, we decided to move it to next week. So we're still working out what the schedule is going to be for next week. But sometime next week, I think we will have D&D. Also, next week is going to be my last so-called summer schedule week. Basically, the week after next begins my fall semester, and so I will be putting together my fall schedule, and I will let everyone know what it is. My guess is that it is probably going to be a Tuesday evening. I'm going to be streaming still 3 days a week with an occasional fourthcasts, and I believe it's probably going to be Tuesday evening. I'm guessing around 8 p.m. Eastern to 1 a.m., basically, something like that, 12:30, 1 a.m. Then Thursday evening, same thing, 8 to 12:30, 1 a.m., something like that. And then Friday, usually starting around 4:30 or 5, and running until maybe about, I don't know, something like maybe 9 or 10. I'm guessing that's what the actual stream schedule is going to be, but I will let you guys know with an occasional fourthcast. So that is, I thought it was deliberate. I didn't think it was a typo. I totally bought into it, gentlemen. You should have just run with it. I would have been fine with that. But anyway, that's what my my fall schedule is going to be. And the good thing is that my schedule, especially during August, has been kind of disrupted because of the different conferences and conventions and stuff like that. So even though I'm not like, woo, summer's almost over, I can't say that, but I am looking forward to having a more set kind of arrangement. So that's what we're looking at going forward. So Final Fantasy VI is the deal. Let me get rid of this. And let me put on this. Hello, everyone. Good to see everybody. Today I am wearing my Galaga shirt, about which there was a time when I was a certified badass. I will just say that. There was a time back in the day when I ruled the arcade. But yeah, so a couple of things we should also do as well. I'll mention this as well. I saw Fallen do this before. Thank you very much, Fallen. But please tweet out the word about the stream. Please let people know. I know that Inam is finishing up the Shadow Broker DLC, I believe. And so Shadow Broker will be done pretty soon. And maybe then some people will come drifting over from him, and we'll have more people over time. But definitely spreading the word would be helpful. And so, yeah. But other than that, we are going to get on to it. I have sent out some emails and contact information to different people about future stream interviews and things like that. I should say that I actually have was contacted by Tin Man Games today. Those are the folks who do the Fighting Fantasy game book series. You may remember that I interviewed 2 of their devs. And so I was contacted with some information about their new one, Appointment with Fear. They have posted given me a Steam key to be able to play it, so we may do that on stream. It's not going to be this coming week, but maybe in a couple of weeks. After I finish Final Fantasy VI, that would be kind of a nice filler game. I'm going to be playing a couple of filler games afterwards, kind of filling in the time until we get to the next big game, which is going to be Shadow of Mordor, which I'm super pumped up for, and I really hope that they ever get in contact with me again, because the Shadow people have been very, very hard to get a hold of, but it's okay. They're busy. I understand. They got a bunch of stuff to do, but I'm trying, because I would really love to be able to get them on stream. But even if I don't get them on stream, I'm all over that game. It's adventure game. It's Tolkien. That's my jam. So that's what we're looking for. So that's it for what's going on with that. And with that, let us get into the game, peoples. I hope everybody is doing well today and enjoying themselves. Also, I'm going to need to make a few adjustments, and it would be very, very helpful to me if you guys could help me out with that, because I'm streaming at what game? I don't remember what this probably the Appointment with Fear. Oh, you mean the game that I'm really pumped up about? Shadow of Mordor, Stolpen. Shadow of Mordor is what I am looking forward to. So I will need some help from you guys because I have made some adjustments to the stream. I'm now streaming at 1280 by 720 as opposed to what my monitor looked like before. My monitor is also a TV, and even though it has a PC setting, I can't scale it. It's a long story. I don't know why, but I can't scale it. And so as a consequence, I have always had this weird like resolution, like 1152 by 776 or something bizarre like that. And as a consequence, that obviously is not really optimal for, well, doing lots of things. But it's not optimal for specifically for broadcasting to my YouTube channel. And I want my stuff on my YouTube channel to be 720p. That's what I really want to have happen. To do that, I needed to up the resolution. So as a consequence, I have had to make a couple of tweaks in terms of adjusting the resolution of the one that I broadcast at, changing up my bandwidth requirements and things like that. So I will be asking all of you wonderful people to give me a hand making sure that it actually looks cool. So that is the process that we're looking at. Okay. And let me scroll down with this and see what we've got. Okay, move this over there. Let me move this back up here. Bear with me just a second, folks, as I get this tweaked. Hang on just a moment. Sorry, got to make sure that I get this working right. Let's increase that like. There we go. All right. And let's see. I think that should be looking about the way that it's supposed to now. So cool. Wanted to make sure that was adjusted. All right. Okay, let me move that in slightly. And move that up slightly. Sometimes OBS, I love you, but at times you frustrate me. Okay, I think I got that right. Cool. Someone at your school told the teacher to look up Shrek is Love, Shrek is Life, and made us watch it during class. Why exactly did your teacher do that without actually going, what is this that I'm looking at, and why? That would have been my question. Let's make sure we got our sound. Hang on, sorry. Okay. That, I think, got it right, finally. Okay. All right, let's move on, shall we? A little Final Fantasy work needs to be done. Ah, the organ. Okay, what do we got? Oh, that's right, I gotta do this floating continent thing. Oh, man. This is going to be interesting times. Thank you, Fallen. It's going to be very, very interesting times with this thing. Okay, see, I wanna... This is what I was actually looking for. I wanna get its that... Hang on a moment. Okay, cool. Now we got it. Sorry about that. Sorry about that, folks. Just making sure that I got this working properly. Okay. You're going to attempt to finish Tactics Advance. That's a game that I've never actually played. I absolutely love Tactics, Final Fantasy Tactics, but I never played the Advance one, so... Alright. Oh, wait, that's right. That's right. This is what I'm doing. I need to grind a little bit. Something I was not necessarily looking forward to, but I do need to grind. Let me see if, I'm trying to think where a good place would be to grind. There's some crazy monsters over here, and I'm not sure if this is going to be a good place to do it, but let's see if I can. I need to grind, and I need to get lots and lots of items. basically. I don't plan to do a lot of grinding, but I need to do at least a little bit. Yeah. Woo! I have to do, I mean, it's because otherwise I'm likely to get crushed in that flying continent, or at least there's a good chance I could be, so I need to get some monsters out of the way. There we go. This is the guy that was... This is the guy that caused all sorts of problems. He, like, one-shot me, I believe. This may not be the right place to do it. Right. I think this is going to kill me completely. Yep. Oh, man. I cannot grind here. This is not the place to... Or at least I can't grind against that guy. Let me go back there and see if I can find another person. Another monster that I can fight. For grinding to be successful, I actually need to have monsters that I can successfully kill. So, let me try that one more time. One more time. I know exactly. Alright, that was great. Thanks for coming, and, oh, man, you speak truth. You speak truth, gentlemen. That was a great grinding time, wasn't it? I think we can all agree on that. Alright, see, this thing I can fight. See, this, that's what I'm talking about here. In fact, I'm not really sure that leaf bunnies are what we're looking at to grind. Isn't there some, like, in-between position? And do it again. There's got to be some in-between position, right? Yeah, like, I mean, that's not... 25 experience... No. We need something between insta-death and fighting bunnies. There's got to be some middle ground here. I wonder if that's the only thing that I fight in Instagib, or whatever it's called. Darkwind. So really, this is the only thing... Really, this is the only thing that you fight. You fight either Darkwind, or you fight the thing that destroys all. Although, I guess I could use Runic. I should see whether that does anything or not. What's up with Intent? I have to do a little grinding with Intent. I'm doing a little grinding. I have to do a bit. I'm doing as little as I can. As little as I possibly can, sir. But so far, I have to say, I thought I would go here because I thought that... But the guy that, like... The creature, the insta-whatchamacallit thing is, like, instant death, and everything else here is, like, bunnies. So it's like, you know, you're walking along, and you're like, alright, there's a bunny, there's a nice rabbit, there's a mouse, and then there's Death Incarnate. You know? Like... So there's got to be something in between, you know? This 25 experience thing is not going to get the job done. I'm going to go elsewhere. This is not going to work. I can't have, like... He wishes to avenge them. Yeah, by Vector the Belt. Yeah, exactly. Yep. Which, actually... Try here for a second. This is the Velt, right? Velt. The Velt. Ah, this looks more like it. Hi, guys. Cure him of poison. Poison! Alright. Actually, I haven't used Noise Blaster yet. Let's see how that works. Poisoner. Nice. Confuses all of them. That's nice. What I like to see. Drill time. Oh, that's right. Yeah. Good call, Fawn. I should do that. I was thinking about setting up for the, You make a good point. I forgot I need to get a 4th member. Let's see. Who am I gonna get for this then? Well, I guess I'll use Derby, even though he's not my... I'll use Derby. He's not my favorite, but I'll use him because... Ugh. No! Sometimes the UI is really obnoxious. Alright. Alright. And the second one will be this, and the third one will be... let's... What do I have as my third? Oh, I guess I had Leia as my third, right? Right, and then Derby. Get ready for a lot of learning, Derby. Alright, let's equip, let's, first of all, get Derby up here. Alright. No, not you. There we go. He has no weapon? Really? He's got no weapon? Man. I have to buy a weapon for him? Alright. I'm not gonna go wander off and do that. So let me go change him up. I thought that he was. Alright. Instead of him, we're gonna use Nugan. So, Nugan? Every time I hear that, I just want to be like, Newman! Okay. Alright. Now, formation. There we go. Are you for real with this? Really? Alright, you know what we're doing? You know what we're gonna do then? Everyone unequip. Alright, now, let's do this again. Optimize. Optimize, thank you. Optimize, thank you. Optimize, thank you. Much better. Twitch is rebelling against you. Yeah, so are you guys, is it looking okay as far as stops, not stops, things like that? Let me know, please, because, as I said, I did have to make some adjustments. Oh, God. Relics. Okay, relics. That's what we're looking at. Okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay, cool. He gains the weapon of the mob he rages with. Oh, okay. So he's like a monk. Okay, I didn't know that. All right. That's good to know. That's good to know. Nonetheless, I'm not going to use him at the moment, but that's good to know. Alright. You can put on... Oh, I need that sniper's eye to go up there. Okay. Hero's ring. Okay, let's see. Let's go with... I wonder if tools count as a physical attack. I wonder if they do. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, you are going to be wearing earrings. Alright. Right, instead of that, I want you to have Sniper Eye because I do not want your physical attacks missing. Excellent. There we go. And last but not least, let's get... Oh, man. It's a problem. Every time you have to do this, then you have to go through all of this rigmarole. Alright, let's see. Get him Kieran. Alright. Let's get him... Unicorn. Alright, let's get him... let's see. Let's get him... Let's put Freet on him for now. Oops. And let's get her. Okay. Excellent. Alright. Good. Huzzah. Hey, Hilness. What's up, man? Okay. Now we're good to go. Now I go to the floating continent. No, I'm just kidding. Save it here. And then it's time to grind a little bit. Okay, let's save it. Save it there. Okay. Yeah, I just unequipped everybody, though. Alright, cool. Hey, Roix. But I just unequipped... I thought I just did that, though. I thought I just unequipped everybody when I talked to them, so I don't know what's going on with Madeline or not. I wonder if, maybe I gave that to... I may have given that to, Mary Sue. Alright, lots and lots of stuff. Yeah, I'm guessing that's what probably happened. For a minute I was like, wow, that's pretty impressive they did that. 319 gil. Why did that not show experience? I should have gained experience from that. I do not know why I did not. But we will see. Dark side. I'll meet you on the dark side of the moon. Okay. There's no experience in the Veld? What? Are you serious? There's no experience in the Veld? Really? Well, that's crappy. What? So I gotta go to Vector then. And, like, just do it right outside the Vector. Really? You're right. No experience. That's terrible. You're right. It's exactly what it was. No experience on the Veldt. Is this part of the Veldt? If not, I'll just go around here. This is not the Veldt. This is an island. Yeah, no, I knew that, but I wasn't sure. All right, let's see if this works. Trained in this cave close to Thamasa where you met the runaway Espers. All right, let's see what I can do with that. Hey, Technomancer, what's up, man? Good to see you, man. This is World of Grinding. I don't want to do. I dislike grinding quite a bit in these games, but I have to do a little bit of it. And this is the only sort of section of grinding I have to do the whole game. I will be cool with that. All right, 66 experience, not going to get it done. All right. Hey, Gray, what's up, man? Hello, everybody. Okay, I'm going to go over to the cave close to Thamasa. Where exactly is this cave that you guys are talking about? Where you meet the runaway Espers. I must level up your Pokemons. Okay, I've got to actually remember where the heck that cave is. I don't actually remember. Is it here? I'm definitely going to talk about the story in a little bit. I will answer that question in a minute, Roix. Oh, by the way, Roix, I had a chance to play through the demo, and it looks cool, man. It looks like you've definitely made some adjustments. So, let's see. Yeah, this will be a good time to sort of chat about other stuff. Is this the cave? Is this the right one? The Bonacons? Here we're gonna fight some Bonacons. I'm gonna fight some Bonacons. Time I'm gonna fight some Bonacons. Some Bonacons. Fight them. I'll fight them. I'll beat them up. You should play Chrono Trigger instead. You don't need to grind to beat the game. I know, I've heard about it. Okay, cool. I found the right one. So, I have enjoyed the story quite a bit. I was talking to Series Runner last night, for those of you who checked out my Divinity Original Sin stream. And we were talking a little bit about the story, and of course he didn't want to, like, spoil anything for me, so I was telling him, like, the basics, and he's like, yeah, so he's like, have you gotten to this section? He's like, I don't want to tell you what section, because it was pretty funny how he was trying to, like, tell me without not telling me. Normally, my usual take on this is that I find that when people say that a video game has a great story, it usually means that it's like an okay... A great story in games is usually like... Okay, that's more like it. Is usually like a normal... Okay, sounds good with him. It's usually like a sort of normal regular story. You know what I mean? Like, it's an okay regular story if it's an awesome, you know, an allegedly awesome game story. Now, that's not always the case. There have been stories that I was really impressed with. For example, if you guys saw me do my To the Moon playthrough a couple of months ago, I was very impressed with that story. Obviously, that's one of the great strengths of it. I was very impressed with that. I was impressed with the Mass Effect story, which I thought was pretty solid for the most part. I think the story in Planescape Torment is excellent. Really good stuff. So, and I even think the Baldur's Gate 2 story was pretty solid. So there have definitely been some good game stories, but it's not the norm. Like, most of the time when people say, oh, you know... But this, I think, has been pretty solid. I always thought the Final Fantasy VII story was solid. And I think this has been pretty good so far. I mean, some of it was pretty obvious the whole time that the Emperor was not... That was just not gonna happen. Like, I was like, come on, guys, really? Like, the Emperor was clearly bad, and there was no question he was bad, and I pretty much knew the whole time he was bad. But, that said, it was still fun to kind of see it, how it was all kind of revealed itself. And, of course, I'm only halfway through. But so far, I've been pretty impressed with it. So that is my take on the story so far. Yes, yeah, Roix is working on a game that he and I have been chatting about, with some cool time passage mechanics. So basically, your character's getting older during the course of the game, over generations even. So it's pretty cool. It's cool stuff. But so that's my take. I should play Xenosaga. You like me speedrunning? Oh my god, Cavalleros. Me speedrunning. Not likely to function very well. The only game I would speedrun would be a game that I used to play on Nintendo. I'd have to play one of those. I could probably, if I worked at it, I could probably speedrun Bionic Commando. Bionic Commando was an awesome game back in the day. And by the way, where else do you get a game where you could actually explode the face of Hitler? That happens in Bionic Commando. So probably I was good enough. I won that game so many times. I must have 15 or 20 times I must have played and won that game. So that was a game I could speedrun. I actually have this, Foom and I have been talking sometime about doing the old Nintendo Kung Fu and trying to speedrun that, so. Yeah, great backstories. Yeah, I would agree with that. I definitely like that. I was thinking about how many things this actually pioneered this game, because I really love the idea of having all of these different characters with recognizable backstories and personalities that interact with each other in a different way. Like, you can see the old sort of BioWare system where they might have what sort of things would have inspired them. And I know that it was an American RPG, but I think they were inspired partly by this. So I like seeing some of that. I love some of the sort of, like, even the maze stuff where you're going through, you have to hit a switch to open another place to get to another spot. All of that stuff is kind of ahead of its time for a mid-90s RPG, so I can see why people were so high on it. And I played Xenogears, by the way, Helmness, and love that. Have I seen the recent Bionic Commando speedruns? No, I have not. I should check those out. You mean the original Bionic Commando? Not the new one. You mean the original one, Dry? I should definitely check those out. It's a good game, man. I've seen some amazing, like, Mega Man speedruns and stuff. I've seen, actually, once or twice, I've seen someone, I think it was Crumps, maybe. Is this the game that he usually speedruns? This is one of them, I think. And I have to say that the problem I have with speedrunning a game like this is because of the random battles. The fact that you have to do all this stuff to make it work, like you have to have a separate random counter, I don't know, it just feels like the game's not consistent enough for it to really make sense to do, for the game to really make sense as a speedrunning game. But that's just me. I mean, I'm impressed with, like, how they're able to do it, but it's not something like, you know, when you watch Sigelmick do Super Mario 64, you're just like, what that guy is doing is ridiculous. Like, there's no way anyone should be this good at a video game. That's incredible, right? Whereas for something like this, I don't know, it feels like so random that I'm not entirely sure that it's as well suited for it, but seems a little sketchy. Yeah, you need a story to challenge you emotionally. Yeah, I agree with that, gentlemen, for sure. I think that's right. I need a game to really feel like it's sort of, you know, going for the core, which is why I say, back in the day, Final Fantasy VII was a little bit like that, because I defy anyone when what happened with Sephiroth happened with Sephiroth. I won't go into details, although, really, folks, I don't think it's a spoiler, you know, this far along, but that was incredible. I mean, that at the time had this, I was just like, I remember being viscerally angry at Sephiroth and being like, you son of a, like, I was really upset with him. And that's, you know, that's what you want in a great character, so. Very cool. I'm going to have to check that out, Dry. That's cool, man. No, I did not know about that. And speaking of good stories, the opening of Xenogears was a great story. Oh, another great story. Final Fantasy Tactics had a surprisingly good, deep story. It's one of the reasons it's one of my favorite games. One of my favorite games, Tactics. And again, very surprising, especially because of all these little sprites. Like, it's amazing what emotion they can get out of these sprites. And I feel like the sprites in these games sort of make you think of it as being more kid-like and more childish. But when you kind of see the story that comes out of something like that, or can come out of a story like that, a game like that, it's pretty impressive. I keep thinking about the possibility of speedrunning, not speedrunning, of streaming Final Fantasy Tactics. I might, I don't know. I'm not really sure what the audience is for it, honestly. I'm not really sure what the audience is for this. But I do want to think about, you know, channel viewer numbers as well. I don't want to just be nothing but just like, only ever awesome game ever. And I generally don't like to replay games a lot anymore, just because there's so many good ones that are out there. Tactics might be an exception because it's so good and I loved it so much that I could see myself doing it. I love Inom, but I mean, like, his replaying Mass Effect 5 or 6 or however many times he's up to now. Now I think it's like something he's played it like 15 times or something crazy. and a couple times on stream. For me, it's like it doesn't have the same kind of magic when I'm streaming it. It's still cool to watch him play it. I love watching him play it, but for me, playing a game multiple times doesn't usually get my interest. You watch me play Rock Band? Oh man, yeah, that's just what I need, Fallen, so I can get more jokes about my singing in Rock Band. I have Rock Band for Nintendo Wii, believe it or not. I got my Nintendo Wii up here, actually. Maybe I should do that. Oh, here we go. The taking you out of combat thing. I think I forgot that Arvin was the one with the freet. This is going to be interesting. You stopped playing Final Fantasy VII for a few days after the end of Disc 1. Yeah, Roix, yeah. I remember when that happened, I was like, what? I was like, I just couldn't believe it. Oh, really, Dry? Yeah. Yeah, that's the key, though. Some dedicated followers. The question is what that means. Especially because the way I play Tactics is I play to win the game and to experience the story, and I do not play Tactics for, and I don't play Tactics to, like, maximize things. Like, some people go out of their way to be like, here's how you get, like, how to figure out how to get the calculator and what, like, particular job class tweaks you... No, that is not my deal. So, I'm not sure if it would be matching up with the audience for it. What's up, Fisk? Oh my gosh, Baba Vita Lam, Mahartu Naganul. I'm sure I just completely ruined that pronunciation. That means, hey everybody, how are you doing? Maybe? Is that what it means? Thank you, Paul. I love it, we're all just sitting there like, what? Yeah, this fight, whenever I deal with these guys, I've got to have a freed out to deal with them. Now where's my XCOM? Yes! Great success. 2,900 experience. That's more what I'm talking about. Although I think he was the only one. I wonder if that's because it was split. Was that actual experience 2,900 per person, or was that because he was the only one left fighting? We finally have someone who hit quadruple digits. You're gonna throw your router into the sun. Hexit texture pack that isn't Sphax? I'm not sure, Technomancer, that I understand anything of what you've just said. I understand this is so annoying and I want to find, and I think I understand that isn't. But, other than that... There we go. Yeah, I think that's right. Oh, it's Minecraft speak? Okay, okay. I was very confused. I'm like, what? Who are you snorting? There we go. Nice. There we go. Yeah, someday I should show the single-player world that I put together of Minecraft. I need to get these guys. I'm gonna go outside and use the tent. Oh no, I'm going to actually stand right on my ship. That's not what I meant to do. Let's move forward a little bit. There we go. But I'll have to show that off sometime. Tent time. Okay. Let's save it up. I think it's this one. Let's make sure. Yeah. Cool. All right. Back into the cave. Thank you for the follow, Drunk. I think I saw you around. Welcome to the Arvanauts, Drunk. I think I saw you around yesterday. So are you still just as drunk? Is that like a default state, or it's just like, because I would expect it on a Friday night, but I thought I saw you yesterday and it was the same way on Thursday. So is this just like the way you always are? Or? Just curious. Hey, what's up, Glog? Good to see you, man. Oh, you can't watch? Oh, that's alright, dude. Well, I will catch you soon, then. I hope everything's okay. There we go. That's how you do it. I keep forgetting how to use it on all three guys. Nice. Your ISP has problems. You don't have a DSL line at the moment without transcoders. I can't watch streams. Need to be careful with my transfer volume. Oh. I got you, man. Oh, wait. Did he just say he perfected a new Bushido technique? Yeah, I'm sorry about that, Glog. I'm actually experimenting with a different setup. Slightly different setup. Ooh, what is this? Dragon. Nice. I'll have to try that new Bushido power. Hey, Bill, what's up, man? Good to see you, sir. I hope everyone is doing well tonight. Alright. Okay. I'm going to try out this little thing right now. Keep at it, keep at it. 4. Hold. What? Oh. That's a little disappointing. I was hoping for more, honestly. Digestive fluid. How do you miss with digestive fluid, exactly? I feel like that's one of those things be hard to miss. Thank you, Fallen. My pleasure, man. Good to see you, dude. Absolutely. That is always true. I'm very, very proud of my channel's followers. They're all good people. So, but yeah, hopefully we'll see you back here, you know, when your ISP's fixed up, man. You're always welcome, as you know. You're proud of yourself. You got a 60 on an Algebra 2 test. Oh, man. That's probably better than I would have gotten. I just did not... Algebra and I was okay at geometry. Calculus was please. I tried like a basic calculus. It was a disaster. The only math class I really did well in was in college, my first year. I took this math topics class, which was essentially like math for non-majors, more or less. And the teacher was the only teacher I've ever had. This was sort of the typical approach. Yeah, 60 out of 60. That's true, Fallen. You make a good point. How do I miss that? How would one miss that in a Divinity stream? But, so this is the way most math was for me. It felt like this. It was like, they were like, okay, 1 plus 1 is 2. Like, yep. 2 plus 2 is 4. Like, okay. Hey, turn the page. The square root of the quadratical of blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And I'm like looking back. I'm like, did I miss something between 2 plus 2 is 4 and the quadratical whatever the heck you just said? Like, there was always this gap where I was like, yes, yes, what? And she was the only teacher I ever had of math who was able to bridge the gap such that she was like all easy. It was all like 4 plus 4 is 8, 8 plus 8 is 16, and then like metaphorically with concepts she went up that way. So I ended up with like an A- in that class, and I was like, yeah, that's how you teach math. The rest of the time I'm like, I have no idea where you're just picking these numbers from random, and I mean like, good grief. How are you, gentlemen? Make your time. I love it there. Alright, well that's good. Yeah, they gotta be better about that, man. Someone set us up the bomb, right, Thord? Someone set us up the bomb. Alright, that's a cool build. I actually was pretty good at matrices. I forget if matrices was in algebra or calculus. Matrices I did well on because it made sense logically to me. So I could usually would get like, I don't know, I'm trying to think. I probably got, I want to say that with matrices I probably got like, I got 97s, 98s on those tests. Every other math exam I was hopeless. I remember, I think it was my sophomore year of high school, my grades were as usual in math terrible. I had like a D or something, and the teacher came up to me and was like, you know, Greg, if this doesn't improve, you're gonna have to, we may not be able to recommend you for AP Calculus. And I was like, I won't get into AP Calculus? I don't know what to say. I mean, that would be just it was all I could do to be like, to just give her the, are you serious? Like I was gonna go there ever, once, ever of all time. I just couldn't believe it. I was like, are you kidding me that I would, like, just use your noodle, man. I'm not going on to calculus ever. I am not going to be a I'm not going to be a science person. I'm not going to be a math person. This is pretty obvious. It's just like, really? Maybe she's just, you know, optimistic. Yeah, exactly, Dry. Alright, sounds good. See you, Glog. Yeah, but that's exactly it. Like, I just follow logical steps. I actually had a friend of mine who was a guy that was probably the closest to a genius that I've ever actually known in real life. Like, not somebody you met once, but someone who you grew up with. And he ended up going to MIT, and he had psychological issues that he had to deal with and whatever. And he came out of it fine on the other side eventually. But he was incredibly smart. And was just as gifted in language as he was in math. You know, he's had something like on his SATs, this is when it was still just 2 sections. And so he had like I want to say like an 800 on his math and like a 790, or no, like a 780 or 770 verbal. I had like a 770 verbal also, but I had like a 500 math or 550 math or something like that. So it was very clear the distinction between the two of them. That was not the case with him. So he went to MIT. But learning math from him was totally useless because, you know, he'd be waiting until he'd be like, all right, here's how you do this. And then he would just like come up with some random numbers. And I'd be like, what is it? What you said just doesn't make any sense because he just like pulled some stuff from the air. You know, he was just kind of like, oh yeah, this works. And it was like he could see, it's like if you ever saw Good Will Hunting, that was what this kid was like. He could just, it was so easy for him. And for me, I'm like, what? Whereas we had another mutual friend who ended up now is teaching math in a private high school. He's been doing that for a number of years. But he was also an engineer. And he was really good to learn from because it just, everything he said made so much sense. It was all like logical and coherent. And I consider myself a pretty smart guy. But just, this logic was not there, you know? It's crazy. Bunker. Oh, so you were actually ahead of the curve, Bill? That's funny. So you got a sick... Well, then isn't, like... I assume that because you got a big curve, that should help you out, right? I feel like math and science courses do this all the time. They're always like, all right, big courses, big flips here. You know? And they're always doing the same thing, which is that they sort of make things artificially difficult, and then they give you a ridiculous, like... If you have to do a 25 or 30-point curve for people to be able to pass the class at the right rate or pass the test at the right rate, you're doing it wrong. I'm sorry. Like, I don't give curves on my exams because I know that my exams are not going to get... I know the top score on one of my exams is not going to be a 50. You know what I mean? And, like, the idea that you do something where you know people are going to, like, fail at it, so you have to do it, have to do a curve to actually make it legitimate, something is very wrong with that equation. Just replace bunker with numbers. I have to say I'm really disappointed with his... Drill is awesome, but I have been disappointed with his, Cassius's, new Bushido ability. I was hoping for more. Ah, Fyra, your Libra. That's what I'm talking about. we go. It was on the computer, yeah. Yeah, it's so weird to me. I was one of the last groups of people to take the SAT before they had the writing section of it and before it was all computerized. So I did the whole, like, filling out the bubble forms in pencil type of thing. I was one of the last groups. Maybe 3 or 4 years after that, they switched to a computerized, maybe even 2 or 3. It was when I was still in college, they switched to a computerized model for everybody, and they added a writing section, so... Yeah, I agree. Yeah, I mean, his normal attack is almost as good. Let's see what a Fyro does. Wow! Whoa! 2,000 damage? Wow. Okay. Hey, Law, what's up, man? Good to see you, boss. How are you? Had to use rocks and cloths. Hey, Netrionio, what's up, Netrionio? I have not seen you for a while. How are you? How is life in Greece, sir? How is the world, the life, the universe, and everything in Greece? Congratulations, by the way, on World Cup success. I'm sorry about the Costa Rica game, but you should be proud of Greece. They did very well. Are we actually doing algebra equations in my chat, really? Has it gotten that bad? Is that the situation we're at now? Oh, she can't do the other. Actually, you know what? Let's find out what this person does. Level 24. 1,300. 50 magic points. Doesn't say that it's weak to anything. You reading right now? You might get that bad. Oh my gosh. I am horrified. I just want you guys to all know how horrified I am at what's going on right now in chat. Horrified. Horrified. Hey, what's up, Lego? Oh, you got sick at school? Oh, man. I'm sorry to hear that, dude. Yeah, unfortunately, Lego, when you're walking around with 23,000 students, hate to tell you, but unfortunately, that's going to be a common occurrence early on until your immune system builds up. Fall is always an interesting experience. I have a pretty good immune system, but you always have to be, you kind of have to sweat it out a little bit, because you first get back and everyone's been summer and everyone shows up for the first time with everyone, and oh boy. It's an interesting experience. Also 90+ degree heat. Yeah. No. It's lots of bad combinations. See, this is why, again, I'm going to reiterate, this is why you should not be starting school. I start school in a little less than 2 weeks. First class for me, is Thursday, September 4th. That's it. Classes, college and high school, but college in particular, should not start until after Labor Day in America. It makes no sense to do it any other way. Like, there's absolutely no point in doing it any other way, because what ends up happening is lots of people are not even there the first day if you start beforehand, because they're still coming back from vacations and the like, because everyone else uses Labor Day as the unofficial end of summer. So you end up having to basically say everything a second time anyway in that class, so nothing gets done. It just doesn't, it makes no sense at all. It really does not. Oh, that's going to be... That fire is going to be amazing. Explain the difference between a persuasive speech and an informative speech. A persuasive speech is a speech, assuming you're asking me. A persuasive speech is a speech that is intended to convince someone of a point of view. It's an opinionated speech. It's a speech that says we should go back into Iraq with an army. We should stop the drug war. We should invade Canada. Just kidding. Whatever the persuasive, whatever the argument that you're having, you're trying to persuade someone to come around to your point of view. An informative speech is just telling someone facts about a topic in an engaging and interesting way. So, like, here is what Twitch TV is, and here is why Twitch TV is interesting and important, and here's what you should know about it, that sort of thing. So that's basically what it is. Oh, really dry? Yeah. Why are you bummed, Hilness? Kids are gross. Sometimes. Sometimes. That's basically it. What I did in debate was persuasive speaking, which is a lot of fun and very powerful. It is a tool that can be used for good or evil. Top 2 speakers of the 20th century in terms of impact were Martin Luther King and Adolf Hitler. And if you could find 2 speakers that were any more different in the way that they persuaded people orally, the way that they used their voices to persuade people, they're very different styles of speakers, and quite obviously their goals were very different. So it is a tool like any other. You're wearing a bowler hat? Nice, gentlemen. Really? Why not, Hilness? What happened? Did they throw you some curveballs that they should not have done? What do you mean, uninformed? Did you say uniformed or uninformed build? I do not go into class uninformed. That's a good way to not be able to teach. I have to be informed. Is that what you mean, or do you mean uniformed? Let me check and see how their espers are doing. Yes, he was. He was a very strong kind of speaker. Alright, so I got more to go with Kira. Let's see, so she's got haste, shell, protect, teleport. Okay, so she's got more to go. Just making sure that I have, whoops. Alright, so he's got a little bit more to go with Drain, so I'll keep him on that. And... Alright, Dispel, Protect, and Shell. Cool. Curveballs, spitballs, they tried to roll one to me. Yeah, it's... Everything I spend time and teach, like, let's do A, then B, then C. Oh. Well, it's important to have... no, I mean, my classes are very discussion-oriented. I ask a lot of questions. I try to sort of bring people into the discussion. But I have a general sort of goal about what I want to accomplish in a given class. So I want us to get somewhere by the end of the class. And after teaching for over 20 years now, in some capacity or another, I'm pretty good at being able to shape the discussion in such a way that we get to that point. But doing it that way, where people find it through the process of discussion, everyone, study after study after study, has shown that it pedagogically is a lot more effective than people who are just like, you know, here, sit down, class, and let me tell you the following information. That does not help, at least not in English literature. Now, I will say that sometimes I have to do little mini lectures because I have to provide some background. So, for example, if you're going to understand William Butler Yeats' The Second Coming, you need to understand what modernism is. You need to understand what modernism was reacting to. So I'll normally spend that time, and that usually is like 5-10 minutes at most, and then it's back into the discussion. So those little mini lectures provide context and background, but that's why. There you go, Hilness. Hey, listen, I'll tell you a story, man. When I was in graduate school, I was doing my comprehensive exams, and I had to put together a list of works from the Renaissance. It was maybe like, I don't know. I started with a list of about 400 Renaissance dramas was the focus. So I had to put together a list of like 400 Renaissance texts and then narrow it down to about 150. And I had flashcards and I had the whole 9 yards that I worked on forever, right? And so there we go. So I did that, and I ended up going in, and it was like 3-hour comprehensive oral in front of people who are experts, right? I mean, they're experts at this kind of thing. And so I actually remember there was one point where they'd asked me all these questions about George Herbert, who I can't hate enough, and all these different things. And I was tired, and I was like obviously nervous, and I was all these things, right? And I got through it, and there was this one question they asked me where I literally just froze up. It was the simplest question. It was like something like, "Hi, man, 2290. Welcome to the Argonauts, man." It was like the simplest. It was like asking the question like, "What country is Hamlet the prince of?" or something like that. It's like Denmark, but I'm just like, I don't even know. So it was one of those things where I just completely blanked, right? And that's happened to me very few times in my life, but I just totally blanked. I like completely forgot. So I left that exam room, and what happens is they send you a letter at the end sort of giving you the details, but they basically chat amongst themselves for like 10-15 minutes, and then they come out and they tell you whether you passed or failed. So I sat there for that 10-15 minutes being like, well, school is over, and I have failed, so I am not going to be a professor now, and I have to find a whole new way of life, and I wonder what I'm going to do. And I was literally thinking that. And then they came out, all 3 guys came out, the 3 professors who were on the committee, and they were like, "You did an excellent job. We want to tell you, excellent recall of the material." And I was like, what? But the truth was that over the course of the 3 hours, I had answered questions very well, very comprehensively, with showing real understanding of the material. And the fact that I blanked on some stupid, easy question was, for them, that wasn't a big deal. I think they actually said something like, "Despite your occasional tendency to overlook the obvious," which was a nice way of saying, "I can't believe you forgot that like Hamlet was the Prince of Denmark." It wasn't that, but it was something like that I had forgotten. But yeah, so I mean, that's the kind of thing that happens, and everybody blanks like that, Hillness? So, all right, no problem, gentlemen. Have a good time at work, man. I'll catch you soon. But yeah, absolutely, man. Hang in there, dude. So yeah, Hellness, like that, I was totally, I couldn't believe it. I was just like, I first, like, they said it, it's like, those things where someone says something, and you hear the words, and your brain doesn't process it, so you're just kind of like, not, so you're like, and they say, "Your house has been destroyed by a meteor," and you're like, and then like a minute later, you're like, "What did you just say?" Because your brain is like, "I think he said meteor." What, meteor? What? That's what this was like. He's like, "So you passed completely, excellent job." And I was like, "What?" It was one of those deals. Oh, man. And I was so tired, too. Oh, my God. The constant, just hours and hours of just trying to get... if I never read another James Shirley play... James Shirley wrote like 100 plays, and I'm here to tell you that 99 of them suck. And the last one is terrible. The last one is like 99 suck, and the last one is what's slightly less than suck. The last one's mediocre. So he wrote one that's mediocre and 99 that suck. But guess who had to study all of them? 2 thumbs this guy. Unbelievable, man. Cato Blepas, all the things. There you go. All the different ways you could maximize a window. I mean, but is that really something that normally you would be asking questions about? Like normally, is someone really going to be like, "I need help in maximizing a window," and your ability as a tech is determined by how fast you can say, hit the plus sign or hit the square to maximize, or alt plus, or right click on the like, really? I don't know, man. Don't get me started on what I think corporations do and don't do in terms of their logic, because it's questionable. Alt-enter, Windows key plus up arrow. Oh, good God. Really? I don't want to try it now, because I'm going to screw up the game that I'm playing, but... I don't know, man. Sometimes these people... It does make you wonder. Tell you what, I've gotten a healthy respect for Fire-Up. You know what I want to check? Yes, you can do... Oh my gosh, I've been not paying attention enough to how to do that. Everything is AoE. Would I? You know, I probably wouldn't be surprised. I'm probably just sort of like hoping against hope. This is why we all make fun of the tech guys who are like, did you turn the power on and off? But the truth is, like, they probably get that stuff all the time, you know? Welcome back, Fawn. For those of you, by the way, who may be new to the stream, my name is Arvin Eleron. I play a lot of different games, a lot of focus on story and narrative-based games because I'm an author. So my next big game is Shadow of Mordor after I finish Final Fantasy VI. Lots of in-between games in the meantime once I'm finished with Final Fantasy VI. This is my first time playing through this. So if you like what you see in here, please make sure to follow. And by the way, I don't normally grind. In any sense. On the dance floor. I don't do that. Exactly, Build. Well, yeah, and I have. But even though, you know, I have, but there's some of them. I mean, I'm not, honestly, I'd have to actually do a little bit of research to remember what the plot is of Two Gentlemen of Verona. You know, I mean, there's plays that I don't keep up with in the Shakespeare canon because I just don't. You know, it's very hard to stay up with all of them. So... You're about to call him right now? Man, you are such a, like, you are, like, right in there, man. You and Trump. You and Trump are like this. Of course, you haven't been enough like that to be able to encourage him to raid my stream, but, no, I'm just giving you a hard time, bro. I do think it's cool, though. I've actually only seen Trump play one time. I saw his channel once, and it was when he was playing the Banner Saga. And that was cool, and I actually found a couple of people who ended up being pretty much regulars for me over on that stream because they really liked that game, and I was talking about how much I liked Banner Saga, and they were like, "Oh, you've played it?" And I was like, "Yeah, I've interviewed the people about it." So that was cool. He doesn't do. Is that true? Really, he doesn't do raids at all. Interesting. Because one of his raids would bring a channel to its knees, man. Alright, let's see how we're doing now. Alright, he just needs Cura, is all he needs from that. She needs Shell, Protect, and Teleport. Okay. He needs a little bit more for Drain. And... he needs 50% more for Protect and for Shell. Okay. Okay. He won't raid me until I start playing Hearthstone. Oh my gosh, really? 70,000 viewers. That is staggering, man. Do I like story-driven shooters? Not a lot, Techno, although I did love the Mass Effect series, and you could argue that Mass Effect 3 was as much a story-driven shooter as it was an RPG. But I don't usually like shooters all that much. I play Borderlands once in a while with a friend of mine, but honestly, I was talking about this last night. Ever since the shootings in Newtown, I'm a parent myself, and I have to be honest, I kind of lost my interest in playing the shooter stuff after that happened. It's just very hard, again, for a parent to be watching that happen and then be like, yeah, let me go blow people up in a game. I mean, I don't know. So it's not me, like, I'm not, passing judgment on anybody else. For me, it was kind of rough. So, but sometimes I have done in the past. I mean, I did play Call of Duty 1. I played all the Call of Duties up to Call of Duty 4. So Call of Duty 1, 2, 3 plus United Offensive, which I think was the DLC or the expansion for 2, I think. And then I played Modern Warfare, and that was the last Call of Duty I played. And I played Battlefield 1942, so I played a few of them. But what's up, Crixian? Yes, Baldur's Gate 2. I don't know about Baldur's Gate 2. We met at some point, maybe. But at this point, we're on to Icewind Dale. Next week, we are going to be playing at some point Icewind Dale. We're going to be playing this for the next 2 D&D sessions. And then we're going to be going back to the pen and paper D&D. That'll be the next step, is going back to the pen and paper D&D. And playing the next chapter of Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle, which I am looking forward to doing, because when I was at Gen Con, I got the new Player's Handbook and the new adventure. So when they get done with Ghosts of Dragonspear Castle, we will be advancing ourselves up to the new 5th edition rules. So I dig it. You'll coach me in Hearthstone, yeah. God, that would be embarrassing. Yeah, Techno, Newtown, Connecticut. It was, I think, almost 2 years ago now. Guy walked in and ended up destroying, killing like a bunch of kids. It was just awful. Awful. And it was awful because, I won't get into the politics of it, but the lack of gun control laws in general in this country is shameful, so I won't get into it. But anyway, so yeah, it was really bad, and I just kind of was like, ugh, Five Nights at Freddy's. No, I know something about that game. Thank you. Yeah, for sure. Well, we had something similar, actually. Thank you, OK Boom. Thank you for the follow, OK Boom. I appreciate it. Welcome to the Arbonauts, sir. Yes, for sure. For sure, Helmus. Like, we actually had to do active training at the university where I teach. And we actually had, training on stuff like that. In fact, shortly after, this was in response to, you guys remember the shootings in America? You may remember the shootings in Virginia Tech. And the shootings in Virginia Tech, that affected, obviously, every university quite a bit, as you might expect. And so, shortly after that happened, they instituted a whole series of new procedures. And there was a kid, apparently, and nobody really knows all the details. I don't know if we ever found out what the deal was, but there's some mental issue with him. And he was on campus walking down the street with a plastic gun that he had. Like, it was either a plastic gun or it was a BB gun. It was something like that. It wasn't like a rifle, but it was something that could have been serious. That obviously would have freaked everyone out. And I was not on campus that time. But they ended up actually doing the full lockdown procedure. They tested their new texting system and all this stuff. And they ended up actually getting the guy. And the one thing about teaching where I do in Queens, New York, is that first of all the security guys at St. John's are pretty much ex-cops anyway. And secondly, like, the NYPD is there within 3 seconds if you call them. So there was pretty much no issue. But they got a chance to actually play that out a little bit. So I went through it as well. The training, and it's important, you have to do it. So, and you are right about that, Thorg. That said, when I'm dealing with aliens and Mass Effect, that was a little bit different. One of the most satisfying experiences there was getting Saren at the end of ME1 and taking out some of the collectors right near the end of ME2. That was pretty amazing. Oh, trigonometry. Oh, so much math chat. So much math talk today. Frightening. Troubling. Alright, guys, I think we're closing in here. I'm being almost done with my little grinding experience. I apologize for what may not have been the most interesting thing in the world, but if I don't do a little bit of it, then I'm just gonna get smoked, so... And I don't mean smoked like delicious bacon smoke, I mean smoked like I get crushed. I know, right? Oh, man. I know, man. I spent years escaping from math, You're gonna be doing an active shooter simulation soon? Oh, really? Yeah, that stuff, it's stuff that you need to know. I mean, it's stuff it's sad that you need to know it, but it's stuff that you need to be aware of. In case you guys wondering what I'm doing, I'm basically doing it until I'm out of magic, and then I'm going to go buy some stuff. The good advantage of this is I'm also getting money. And then I'm going to be able to go and buy up a lot of items. I want to buy a lot of Phoenix Downs. I want to buy a lot of, especially X potions and elixirs and things like that. Talking about blazing it? Is that what we're talking about, Fallen, really? I've now scanned this guy like 600 times. I know everything about him. He's got about 1,200 experience left. And that's it. You're in Colorado, it's all good there, yeah. Let's start. ACs and fridges. Teleport, shell, protect, nice. Alright, this is going to work out pretty well, I think. I'm sure to really optimize it entirely, I have to get to With Intent is going to ask me to get all of my guys with all the espers and do all the things. But I'm not going to do that. Yeah, I know, right? I need to get his blood type. Let's talk. It'd be funny if Libra casts a spell where you just sort of sit down with a guy and you're just like, Adam Carey, I want to know more about your life. What was it like growing up as a heavily muscled, red-tailed, purple-scaled back beast that walked around looking really frightening? Did you have good attention from your parents? Did you have a girlfriend? What was it like going to your high school prom? What did you major in college? These are things that I would like to know, Adam Carey. And Adam Carey would be like, he tells you all the details, and if you do it well enough, like he actually joins your party. That's totally what it should be. Hey, what's up, wizard?
I want to tell you something.
Okay, what do you want to tell me?
Wizard needs to tell you that dinner is ready soon.
Okay. Thank you for letting me know,
And
wizard.
what is this game?
This is called Final Fantasy VI. This is my daughter, by the way, that I'm chatting with. Yeah, it's a ghost. It's not a ghost.
I am not a ghost.
This is my daughter, who I think everybody has met. But she's wearing this awesome, this is a Moroccan robe that her grandfather got her. And so right now she's wearing it because she loves it. It is pretty awesome.
I am not wearing it because I love it. I was in the middle of a play.
Oh, you're in the middle of a play? What part were you playing?
I am playing this made-up girl that's new. And it's a comic book.
Okay.
And she the Space Girl is in it too.
Oh, really?
And I'm a space explorer too.
Okay.
And my sister, Roy Isabel, is a space explorer too.
Wow. Okay, that's awesome. And this is helping you with that? This outfit?
This is my outfit for
Okay.
it.
Very cool. All right. Well, thank you for telling me then. Go back to your play, wizard.
I am not going back to my play. Dinner is almost ready.
Almost ready, I know,
So
I heard.
eating for it.
Okay. All right. Yes, she's so cute. Yes, she is pretty cute. You're eating junk food for dinner. The joys of being single. Yeah. Well,
He said I was a ghost.
he said you were a ghost. Well, because you just kind of snuck in and you were like, "Rrrr," and everyone's like, "What?" That's what happened.
Dun, dun.
Yeah. So, all right. Well, thank you for telling me, wizard person. What? He's going to be coming back down in a minute. He's jumped up so far, you'll see him in a second. There he is, see? Because that's what he does. That's his thing. Oh, whoops, I did that wrong. There we go. Yeah, exactly. You gotta eat some real dinner. You can't eat fake dinner. There we go. Yep, he jumped one more time. There we go. You couldn't afford Taco Bell? So, I mean, Lawkeeper gave that for you right there. See? Little bear. And then a cookie. Oh, yeah, she says she's not going to eat a cookie for dinner because she needs to have real dinner first. That's right, Law. My daughter is healthy. Healthy. Oh, man. She's been all about the Muppets lately. So we've been doing a lot of listening to, for example. And also things like, I am a man, or am I a Muppet?
Am I a Muppet?
If so, I'm a very many Muppet. Or am I a man? Yes. Great song, by the way. If you guys have not seen the Muppet movie, it's, you guys... Yeah, I know. Alright, she says, I can't sleep. I had a marathon. Have some chicken first, then have the cookie, he says. See? This is have some... She says that's much better. Oh, good times, good times. Good stuff. Trying to get a level. Oh man, that is my awesome kid. And when I say awesome, I mean awesome. She is awesome. Yeah, thanks, Fallen. Oh, see, so it's Tech's fault. That is my child. Yes. She is a wonderful child. Alright. So now I've got 45,000 gold. And I've leveled up, I think, successfully. So what's up, Perquitos? What's up, man? Good to see you, dude. Someone you guys should be following. Alright, let me save this first. And then I'm going to go to a city. I'm going to go to a city. Can someone, what would people who have played this game before recommend for me a city where I can get, like, I want good level items like X potions, elixirs, stuff like that. Can people recommend a city for me where I can do that? The one right by me? Whoops. I don't remember where that was. The one I flew away from. Darn it! I don't remember where that was. Alright, like... That's the Opera House. So, from the Opera House... I think it's the Opera House. Is this Figaro or is this the Opera House? Or is that Vector? That's not Vector. What the heck is this? Or is this Doma Castle? Oh, wow. I've never been able to get into Doma Castle. It was always off limits. Wow. I haven't been back to here since he left originally. I'm just exploring a little bit. Ah, that ventilation system, though. Alright, so I don't think there's any items in here that I really need, that as far as, what I'm looking for. So I've actually been watching, while I've been doing work in the, afternoons before streaming, I've actually been watching a little bit of, Brotato playing Oblivion. And I have to say, that I was surprised how good it looked. I do not remember it looking that awesome. And I always found that, like, the scaling, you know, ticked me off, and there were other problems with Oblivion. And I think it would be hard for me to go back to it after having played Skyrim. But, man, it looks really good, though, graphically. A lot better than I thought it would. Alright, so Doma Castle. This is not where I'm supposed to be going. Alright, Far East. Alright, let's see if this is good enough here. Yeah, the character models are terrible, but yeah. But I was surprised. I seem to remember it. I was like, it's like 2006, you know, so. Okay, Thamasa looks... There's got to be a good place to do it, I would think. No, maybe not. Shoot. That's not optimal. Okay, so this is not the city where I need to do it. I thought it was, but... Whoops. Yeah. I've heard stories like that before, and I mean, I just remember trying Oblivion and like being like, I could never get into it at the time. Really, Skyrim was the first Bethesda game that I really liked, pretty much could stay with and really enjoyed, and thought was pretty epic. But the other ones, Morrowind too, I was kind of like, something about that just did not kind of fit with me. Okay, this is not the place. Where do people think I can get X potions? It's really what I want is, let me see if this works. Pretty sure this is the place near the Veld, but yeah, it is. Also, I need to go to an inn, so I might as well do that now. Let's do it up. But yeah, X potions. I need X potions, I need elixirs and ethers. That's what we're looking at. X potions, ethers, and elixirs. That is the deal. That's what we need. Oh, this place. I don't think I've actually done all the letter stuff here, have I? Out of the way. I haven't heard from you for some time now, and I'm beginning to worry. If only I could move. Alright, let me go talk to the guy about stuff. X potions can't be bought, really? What about ethers? Or elixirs? Can I not buy elixirs either? Am I not able to buy elixirs? If I can't buy elixirs, then... oh well. Elixirs can't be bought either. Man. Okay, ethers can. Alright, well. Alright, well, let me find the item shop. Let me get some ethers then. I think there is there should be an item shop here, right? All I see is like armor and weapons and stuff, but there should be... I think there should be an item shop somewhere too. Oh gosh, that freaking collision detection. There you go. I think there was an item shop somewhere. Okay. You do not have ethers? Aw, man. Come on now. Really? Man, I gotta go back and get ethers then. Shoot. That's unfortunate. Whoops, whoops, wrong button. Wrong button, sorry. My bad. Okay, you guys have ethers. Ether time. All right. All right, I have 20 ethers. Got 10 of those, 20. 5 tenths. Okay, that should be good. That should be good. Excellent. All right. Let's go down here. Let's save it. Alrighty. Excellent. Okay, thank you for putting up with the leveling. Now let us head up to the flying continent. Form a party of 3. And let's see. I'll stick with Cassius for now, but... let's see. I know, right? Bring back the math. I know. Kefka, Gestal, and the Warring Triad. What? It just got here. Just got here. Come on, guys. Got to at least let me get out and pick up my 4th guy. Come on, guys. It just got here. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. Alright, now. Of course, he's way below the rest of our levels now, but oh well. He's going to level up pretty quickly. It's too bad I couldn't level him on top of everything else, but... Okay, cool. Excellent. And let's save. Excellent. All right, here we go. Now we are going to try to find our way to Gestal, etc. There's going to be a lot of running. be a lot of running around. A lot of running around like scared little girls. This is the time that I run away. I run away preemptively. Music is kind of cool for this area. I wouldn't want to, you know, this is not what I'd be like, oh, let me download and listen to this all the time, but it's kind of cool music for this region. I really love the steampunky feel of this, I have to say. Oh, wait, I already got that. Darn it. Hey, what's up, Aura? Oh, thank you. A master and inspiration, a poet. Very kind of you, Aura. Thank you. Good to see you. Welcome, everybody, in the stream, by the way. New and old. It's wonderful to see all of you today. Ah, my old system. Using cheap potions so I don't have to waste magic up here. Yeah, it's cool as long as I don't forget what it is that I'm doing. Monster in a box, really? Whoa! Gigantos! That looks really scary. Oh my god. I forgot to get 6 more shuriken. Is 6,000 experience, okay. Or 6,000 hit points. Weak against poison. That's good to know. Oh, that was a clutch. Oh, come on now. No! Stop! God, man. Woo! Wow. Obtain Sasuke. Is that an item for him? I think that's an item for him. No? Is that an item for Mary Sue? Wow, it is. Nice. Actually, you know what? He's also got to get... I'm gonna have him dual wield. Let's time for dual wielding action. That's what we're looking at. Oh, it sucks. Hey, what's up, Glob? Good to see you, man. Yeah, sorry, Law. It sucks, man. There you go. Haha. Okay. Yep, he had Madeline. Okay. Let's see. Let's use someone who's going to be using magic less. What's going on, Jerry? Good to see you, man. Oh, Glob, I'm really sorry, man. That sucks. I'm struggling. My dog right now is struggling through some tough times, health-wise, also with a mast cell tumor, and we're hopeful that she'll be able to pull through, but yeah, it's not fun. I'm really sorry, man. I'm really sorry to hear that, dude. Best thing you can do... How old is your cat, Glub? Best thing you can do in that situation, by the way, is to try to, you know, obviously make the most of what you have, and to remember that... I think I go this way. Actually, I think I may have done that wrong, but oh well. There we go. And to remember that, like, what you did with your cat was very, very precious and important, and it made a big difference in the long run. You know, I don't know if you've heard of the whole concept of the rainbow bridge with animals, but it definitely makes a big difference, and that's something to keep in mind. When I lost my second dog to cancer, it was very difficult for us all, obviously, but I think a lot of what we learned was... Why am I doing this? What we learned was that the experience that we had with her was wonderful and important, and that made that was more important than any, you know, than sort of like the very end. You know, and we made, you know, she had 10 wonderful years with us, and that's what we tried to focus on. So, sucks, man. I'm really sorry to hear that. 10 years old, yeah. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. No fun at all. No fun at all. I'm sorry to hear that. Up and then right. Well, I mean, it depends, you know. I mean, in some cases, my dog, my dog Lilo is going to be 12. And, you know, in human years, that's probably, it's not exactly this way, but it's probably like, you know, 60s. And as I say, I still think there's obviously knock on wood and all that, but they think that she'll be okay when all's said and done. But, yeah, it's tough. Oh, God, I hate these guys. And this is why I hate them. It's a lot better. I have to keep healing Jerry because each of these fights, the enemies up here are really badass. And so if I don't heal and they get knocked down between fights and they get knocked down in the middle of a fight, then I'm going to find myself in major, major trouble when it comes to like Phoenix Down and all that stuff. And I haven't been able to save yet. I mean, I saved right before I came to the island, of course. I saved like on the other end of this island, but... So pretty much I have to be careful about how I play it. Nikita, yeah. It's rough. I mean, they're doing amazing things, so they're able to keep dogs alive a lot longer. My beagle, I had a beagle, his name was Trilby, who probably lived until she was 15 or 16, I want to say. But my dog Maggie was only like just like 10 or maybe 11. That was rough. That was just one of those like, you just kind of got screwed, you know. There was nothing we could do about that. It was this what are they called? Hemiosarcoma, which is this very aggressive form of cancer that they just couldn't do anything with, like in time, basically. So really hope I'm going the right way. That's true. I like to save anyway. That's exactly right. You never saw this one on the Game Boy? Get out. No, no. God, I hate Smirk. I hate Smirk because he's not going to run until he gets hit, so I'm going to have to raise him now. Which sucks. Because it's a waste of magic. And there it is. Hey, what's up with intent? I am leveled and I'm back on the, I'm back here in this area. And I've gotten, I think I've done pretty well, for myself. I'm sure you'd say that I need to learn even more, but a bunch of people have Cura and Fire now, at least a bunch of the people that I have with me. So, and I went and I got some, new equipment, a little bit better equipment, and, I leveled up, and I got their, you know, relics and all that stuff kind of done, so as well. Ah, I forgot to buy Water, Thunder, Fire Scrolls. I forgot that. I went and I got items, but I forgot that, but... hopefully I won't need those. Yeah, I know exactly, Glob. I hear you. Yeah, you gotta... They can't be outdoor cats, man. It's amazing. They just don't do well in that situation. I really hope that I'm going the right way. I think I am. It's so long. Oh my god, are you kidding me with the ninja? Yep, and he's down already. I hate these ninjas. You have to go back to the stairs down, now open up. Alright, hold on a second. I do not have a PS4, no. I do not have a PS4. Doesn't have Raze yet. There we go. Oh, the new Final Fantasy? Oh, yeah. I know very little about that. I have not seen any of the details. Alright, my system has now used up my potions. That's why I do that, though. Because it's a cheap way to save magic points early on. Okay. Alright, so here we go. So, with intent, can you, or actually either one of you guys, can you tell me where I'm going? Am I going left or right? I've hit a couple of switches already. So am I should be going to the stairs, right? Am I going to the stairs to my left and then down and then over to the right? Is that right? Out. Preemptive strike is me running away. Go north. Thanks, Burkitos. Yeah, no, where's Xanos? Always go left. Okay. I like having one path to go for. I remember, do you guys ever remember doing this? Where you tap? Because I used to think that that somehow made a difference as far as whether you got attacked or not. Yeah, well. Okay, now do I go... Never mind. I know how to go. Let's go up here. Run. Run! I hate the brain pens too because of the smirk thing. If they hit me with a smirk, it guarantees that guy's gonna die. Run. There you go. The decisive moment, yeah, for reals. We're about to find out. This time I'm not returning to the airship. Aha! That looks like a boss. That looks like the boss to me. Or maybe it's not the boss, but it's a boss. Certainly looks like somebody. Hit me with your wing. Alright. Alright, we're gonna find out what's going on. Hey, what's up, Zip Zop? Thank you for reminding me. I totally forgot about the ultimate weapon. Thank you, Zip Zop. I would totally have forgotten about that. Kudos to you, sir. MVP. Like a boss. Well, we're about to find out. We are about to find out, sir. Yeah, thank you. I had no idea. that would not have been fun. You know what? I forgot to save before this. I mean, I saved on the island, but I didn't save in the other spot. Here we go. Oh my god. My name is Ultima. I am power both ancient and unrivaled. I do not bleed, for I am but strength given form. Feeble creatures of flesh, your time is nigh. Oh god. Great. Yeah, this music is freaky. Oh god. Shoot. That isn't what I meant to do. That isn't what I meant to do either. Oh my god, what? Oh, you son of a... Bam!